Hello, my name is Alex. In this quick tutorial, I'm going to try to explain how you can create this kind of model that looks like three fingers made hand, and you can use it, I don't know, for animals, for your some kind of sci-fi models, creatures. When creating hands, it is important that we always end in a number of edges that are the same as the number of edges of the arm that we are going to attach our arm to. So now here it's obvious we have 8 edges selected, and this is normally how I model my models, because when I create arms in low poly version they are created in 8 sides also, so this way I can easily attach the arm to the hand. So without any further introduction, let's get started. Just going to hide this, and in the front view we're going to start with a box, setting the same values for all 3 sides. And it's not really important what kind of values you put in, because in the end you always can increase or decrease them. Applying Turbo Smooth modifier to it changes box to look like a sphere with 4-sided polygons, which I prefer rather than three-sided polygons. So that's why I started with the box, because when creating a sphere we get these triangles in the middle and I don't like that. So then just collapse these two and convert to editable poly, and then just go to left view and select the middle edges and chamfer them. Then select the one half and poly it out, and selecting these polygons and delete them because we're not going to use them. So looking from the top view, we select these edges and we connect them together with 2 vertices, 2 segments. And now looking to your own finger you can see the first part is the largest, looking from the hand point of view, and the last one is kind of the smallest. So we're going to create just that. Going back to left view and edge selection, and make sure you have these two edge selection selected, and then just holding shift and chamfer them again, this time adding another segment. This way when we bend this finger when animating, we get these nice skin deformations, and you should always make additional edge lines when creating points where the model should deform. So looking from the left side view, going back to vertex selection and just push this to upwards, so the modeler, or better say the animator, knows that this finger should bend in this direction. Going back to top view and again selecting these parts and scan, holding shift and no chamfer, no chamfer, connect, but with one segment, holding control, clicking vertices, and then just push them a little bit together so you get this kind of funky shape of your finger. So whenever I create this kind of 3 fingered hands, I always create a wider fingers, because they are going to have to support all the weight of the rest of the body, and they are normally pretty much wider than the normal fingers. So this is pretty much it when creating a finger. Now we're just going to maybe shape it a little bit, and then just create a instance of this one. and we are going to shrink it a little bit, and make sure you shrink it pressing on this center part. This means it's going to shrink on all sides. And then just create another one, and this one is going to be a copy because we are going to apply some additional changes to it, and we don't want these changes to be applied to the rest of the fingers. So we are going to select these polygons and delete them, because this is kind of a thumb finger, and this kind of finger is not made out of so many parts than the rest of the fingers. So we should always align them in this kind of archy view, and we should rotate them a little bit, and make sure the thumb is not in the same line, because the thumb is always a little bit in the back of the hand. And looking from the front, we do the same. We just want this kind of arc looking style, and by selecting local, we just rotate them a little bit. So back to top view. Now we have a problem because these two are instances, and if we want to attach two models that are instances together, Max won't allow it. So you have to make it unique ones. So how you can create this is just select the model and click here, make unique. This way we have two models that are unique and not an instance anymore, and we can attach them together. Pressing attach and clicking on the fingers. Now we are going to go to edge selection, make sure we don't have any edges selected, and we are going to bridge some of them together. Come on, bridge. And then just click on these edges and bridge them together, and this one also. Now we are going to start creating the palm of the hand. So we're going to hold shift and click and drag, and we are going to start to rearrange these vertices so they are making some sense. Now this time we have 20 edges, and at the end we only have to have 8 edges. So we are going to start to decrease this number right here. So we're going to select these two vertices that are between the fingers and weld them together, holding, increasing this value until they snap together. And then just doing the same with the edges between the bigger fingers and on the bottom side too. So this way we already have only 16 sides edges. So back to top view, shift click drag and shift click drag. I always create like 3 extrusions of this 4 hands, and just making sure we align them on the z-axis and then just pull them together. And this is pretty much it when creating a hand. We just now have to rearrange the vertices to make some sense and make sure that these lines are flowing organically. And on the bottom view we're going to move this one, so we can create this volume for the thumb, because we can look it from the side, we can see it's pretty flat, and we want this to be changed, and we're going just to Move these vertices in the z-axis, not so much, and also maybe these two, just to give a little bit more of a volume to the hand. And now we select all the polygons and apply a smoothing group, same smoothing group to all, and we can now see how the hand would look in a low poly version, which is pretty okay for 10 minutes time of creation. We could also connect these edges with one segment, and then just go to vertex selection, holding Control, and just making sure that a little bit squished together. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with what we've got here. It's personal preference how you want the hand to look, but I just want to make sure you get the picture how you can create the hand, and you can play with this vertex, rearrange stuff by yourself. So now we have 16 sides, so we can see here 16 edges selected, and we can only have like 8, and we are going to target weld some vertices together, making sure we are not ruining the silhouette of the model. So you should always weld or target weld the vertices together that are not going to ruin the look of your model. So if I'm right, we already have 8 edges selected. So we could attach and weld this hand to the arm if we would have it created. And if we would like to see how it would look like when applying a Turbo Smooth modifier to it, we just click on this norms, or here below use norms subdivision, and we can add 2 iterations, and it looks pretty good. So for 15 minutes tutorial, I would say we did a great job. I can tap myself on the shoulder. So I hope you enjoyed this video, learned something new. Please subscribe to my channel, check out the rest of the videos, share this video, comment it if you want, like it, and till next time.